Hi there, and welcome back again to the Lisa Nichols Show, where I'm committed to sharing tools and techniques that you want, desire, and need to live the life that you want to achieve. You know, one of the things I love when a conversation begins to take hold of someone's life, and then they begin to take action. First, it has to take root. So I want to make sure I say your name right. So I'm going to say Shamaka. So if not, please message me and let me know the correct way to say your name. I love your comment, and I just want to acknowledge you. You said, Lisa, thank you for going places others wouldn't go and for doing things that others wouldn't do. I am beyond grateful for you and your show. Shamaka, I'm beyond grateful for you, because together as a tribe, as a community, we get to make true transformation happen. And I know that the breakthroughs that I've had, the journey that I've taken, it's not for me to keep to myself. It's for me to share with you, sis. And what I love is that when you decide to not only share your breakthrough, but to share the breakdowns and the journey to get out of the breakdown and then the breakthrough, you make that journey possible for others who are currently on it. So thank you, sis. I'm honored. And then Stacy, I love your comment. You said, I'm in a season of my learning and I'm sucking up all the knowledge. You are my life coach. I love the word life, because I believe that you can give life to anything. You can breathe life. My grandmother used to say, sweetheart, your words are more powerful than any instrument, any hammer, anything, because with your words, you either bring life into people and possibility, or you take life away. So thank you for allowing me to speak life into your experience, Stacy. I'm not going anywhere, sis. So just stay tuned in, and most importantly, stay in action, because that's how this conversation becomes your reality. The ego is tricky because everything about the ego isn't bad. You need the ego at times. You need the ego to stand boldly up and deliver that message in front of 1 or 100 people. You need that ego to step to that woman or to step to that man or to, put on that sexy outfit. You need a little bit of that. You need it to help you step beyond where you're normally comfortable. The ego will feed that. The ego that says, hey, I can do this. It's confidence and it's a little bit of ego. So ego isn't all bad. It's when ego is edging out opportunity. It's when ego is preventing you from having a divine connection with someone. Ego becomes misused, misguided. Egos become self-destructive when ego is preventing you from apologizing for that thing that will bring grace and ease if you just owned your part in it, or for asking for forgiveness. Ego is great when it allows you to stand in your light, stand in your line, own the moment, claim the moment, have great intention about the moment, even convince others that you can make a moment happen. That's good. But when ego prevents you from joy, when ego moves into your righteousness, when ego alienates people from you and you from them, now the ego is now become toxic for your experience. So what I do, because my ego or my she-go, I think ladies, we have our own version of an ego. It's called a she-go. My she-go gets up every day with me and she wants to come everywhere with me. I know when to invite her and I know when to tell my she-go she has to stay at home. And in the moments when I say, you can't play, you can't join me, it's when I know she's going to interrupt an otherwise divine connection. When she's going to push someone away. And by the way, even after you tell your ego or your she-go that she can't come, he can't come, it can't come, it's going to constantly be at the door like, can I come now? Can I come now? Did you hear what he said? No, let me take over this conversation. I gotta reply to that. Well, ask yourself the question, does what my ego add to this conversation, is it gonna bring me closer to what I ultimately want? Or is it gonna push me further away? And if it's going to bring you closer because you get to play big, you get to shine, you get to show your light, show your brilliance, then great, invite it into the experience. But if it's going to cause you to feel alone one more moment, if it's going to cause you to chop someone's head off and leave them headless, if it's going to cost the experience, the love, the joy, then tell your ego or your she-go, thank you very much. I appreciate you. But in this experience, I need my humility. I need my grace. I need my compassion. Yes, I am frustrated. Yes, I don't want them to get the last word. Yes, my righteousness is rising up. But who I am as a woman today, who I am as a man today, I know more. I can do more. And I'm committed to being more. And so when you can check your ego, live with your ego. You can't evict it. It's not going to go anywhere, but learn how to live with it. All of a sudden, you begin to have a divine experience. There are times when your ego is present and you say, I need you. You give me what I want. But there are other times when you have to tell your ego, I need you to sit down because you won't give me what I need. A want and a need are very different. We want to shine in the light and we want to have that moment. We want to show up powerfully. We need the community and the connection around us. And there's some things that you don't want to compromise. Now, I say that and I tell you that I was grappling with my ego yesterday. I was in a conversation and I knew that if I went to my ego, I could stop. Because sometimes people mistake your kindness for weakness. They mistake your silence for weakness or submissiveness. And your ego wants to step in and check them. I know I had that experience yesterday, that I chose to be silent. I chose to just listen. I chose to hear. I chose not to defend, not to try to prove. I chose to just tap into the ultimate, the highest level of compassion I could find. And there was my she-go sitting in the corner, or as my family would say, in the cut, waiting for me to make another decision, like, let's just prove to her. Let's just prove that we're strong. Let's just make sure that she doesn't mistake this kindness for weakness. And I constantly, in my head, was saying, no, I got this. I know who I am. And what was coming out of my mouth was, I hear you. Is there anything else you need to have heard? Well, you know what? Though I didn't know it occurred, I apologize for that. And when I tell you I had to keep breathing in compassion, but if I had allowed my she-go to lead, then there will be no indication of my growth. And no one gets to steal your joy. No one gets to set you back a month, a year, 10 years. No one gets to compromise your integrity and who you choose to be today. Not even your ego, or ladies, your she-go. You, your humanity, your compassion, your wisdom, your transformation is always in the driver's seat. Now remember, this is not a monologue. This right here, this is a dialogue. I always love to hear from you. Let me know, what was your biggest aha? What was a lesson that you learned? What was something that you like? This is what I want to hear from you. I want to hear you say, Lisa, I needed to hear the part that said this. What did you need to hear? For right now, what's going on in your life right now? Where's your ego got hooked? Where do you need to release it? What was that conversation that you knew you needed to sit down your ego or she-go? You need to pick up compassion. What are you going into, business-wise, personal-wise, where you know you have to say, ego, she-go, stay at home? What's that thing? I want to hear from you. And look out for more amazing, ideally soul-stirring, transformational content in the future. Remember that you are at home here, that this is your home. We are your tribe, and I am your sister in prosperity and in possibility. Believe me when I say that I believe in you and I love you, because I do. I'll see you real soon.